Hello, and welcome to a couple of Maes. This is episode one, quizzes and getting to know each other. I am Mackenzie. I am,
And I'm Daniel.
yes,
Shit, sorry for
it
interrupting.
is all good. We are very new to podcasts. This is our first episode ever doing podcasts. So, I'm Mackenzie. I'm a business student. I live in Canada. Um, the type of music I'm into is very general and basic, but recently I've been into underground hip hop. A fun fact about me is that I got a bonsai tree recently, a seedling, and I'm starting to raise it. Daniel, tell us a little bit more about yourself.
Well, my name's Daniel. I study medicine. I live here in Costa Rica. And, well, I listen to a lot of things, mainly rap, but I've been into like really chill music lately. Like, I usually like that type of music, but listening more to that, just relaxing. And, well, like a fun fact, like you said, maybe it's just I don't really like thinking of a fun fact about myself. It's kind of weird. I get this feeling that I have no personality. So let's just say I play the ukulele. 'Cause that's the only thing I can come up with right now.
I find that to be
You're saying
extremely
about
valid.
thanks. You were saying about this bonsai tree. I saw it on your roommate's story. He told me you got one, but tell me more. Like, where the hell did you buy it? Like,
Okay,
how the hell is it like a full-on tree, or do you plant it, or
okay, so we bought seedlings. So basically, we got a kit and it contained four seeds of different species, and I spread them across my roommates. There's five roommates, only four of us got seeds. One of them wasn't really interested anyway. But we each got seedlings, and now we each plan to plant it. And you have to have very specific conditions because these are all bonsai trees. And if I'm not mistaken, these bonsai trees could eventually turn into real full blown trees if we don't cut them and do something with them. And it's quite exciting because mine has naturally red leaves. So if I decide to cut it or not, it'd be interesting because will be moving back to Costa Rica, and it'd be cool to have a red tree in my front yard someday that I could possibly call my own. And if not, regardless, to have a bonsai tree would be cool. And I actually want to ask you a question about chill music. Are you listening to chill beats to study and listen like to study and listen to? Because that's what I do all the time.
well, I tried that like lately to study. I don't usually use music, and whenever I do, it's kind of weird. Usually I have to read in Spanish, so I try to avoid music in Spanish so I can like I don't know, it's this weird brain thing that happens with me. I cannot have the same language because I'll mix up the things I'm like listening and reading. But I found like lo-fi beats to be really good. And no, not that type of music. It's more like whenever I relax with lyrics and everything, it's more I don't know, it's like Tame Impala, like a type of thing. It's not full on pop, but it's
It
like
it is
that indie
closer.
thing.
It is closer to EDM indie slash with a low tempo maybe.
Exactly. It has like a variety of things. Sometimes it's acoustic, sometimes it's more of like EDM. That's a thing. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's more like that.
awesome. And we have not explicitly set our age because we have a plan. We're gonna
Right.
have a quiz come up later on that's gonna try to say how old we are. And it's the first quiz coming up, and I think it's hilarious. And I'm gonna quickly quiz Daniel here, and Daniel and I are around the same age. We went to high school together. So if this gets Daniel right, that means it gets me right as well, which is exciting in the first place. Um, we're gonna be using a BuzzFeed quiz, which is hilarious in its own right. So here goes. Are you ready for this?
Sorry. Are you gonna do it like with me? So
Uh,
are you gonna quiz me and you answer for me, or are we both gonna answer?
we'll quiz each other. I find that is a little bit better. We'll go through
Okay.
our explanations of these things because I think that we will get a lot of feedback from each other. Me and you are quite different in reality of things. So we're going to move here to the screen share portion. Awesome.
Perfect.
So the first quiz question is it's 2011 and you just woke up. Choose a song to get ready to. The options are Party Rock Anthem by LMFAO, The Time, Dirty Bit by Black Eyed Peas, Born This Way by Lady Gaga, Countdown by Beyonce, We Found Love by Rihanna, and Tonight by Hot Shelly Ray. I don't know how to pronounce that. These are all good options, let me tell you.
Really got options. It's definitely like all 6 songs were in my playlist at that age. And
I believe
damn,
so too. If
real
I had to
throwback.
choose, it would be The Time, Dirty Bit by the Black Eyed Peas. I was a huge fan of the Black Eyed Peas back in the day.
I would choose Party Rock Anthem.
Awesome. Is there like I remember them being big, but I never like seriously attached to them. I just remember them being like a one-hit wonder sort of
Yeah,
deal.
they did like 2 or 3 songs and then they just dipped.
Do you remember Champagne Showers by them? That was quite
Yeah,
interesting. All
party
right.
classic.
What are you doing
So
with
I
your
have a
hair?
oh
Sorry, you
well,
were
I'm trying
saying?
to like
That was not
so
I wasn't asking. That was a quiz question, but that was
I know
hilarious regardless.
just changed to the second. Just saw that. So you're answering your own as like your quiz right now as yours or mine? Because I'm
I'm
doing
doing
yours right now.
Yeah, I'm doing yours. I answered LMFAO.
Okay, and I put The Time by Black Eyed Peas.
Awesome. So
So
we're trying to embody ourselves in 2011. So when I'm asking you, what are you doing with your hair? It is what were you doing with your hair in 2011?
yeah,
Oh man.
well, I
So the
damn,
questions.
I need
Sorry, I'm just looking at these and I'm thinking,
yeah,
what am I gonna do? Because one of the first options is pinned side bangs, hair tinsel, sock bun, clip on bangs, half up bangs down, and nothing. The options for me would be pin side bangs because that's what I naturally had, but I had them naturally, so I did nothing.
huh. I think I would just say nothing because it was at an age where I had like the same haircut.
I
I changed
remember
my
you.
haircut later on in life, like 8th grade,
Mhm.
but I had this weird like mohawk type thing.
I
It's
remember really short on the sides and still short on the top, but like a little bit taller. You know what I mean?
exactly like I have it right now. It hasn't changed much, but it was shorter, and I put a lot of like gel on. It's just everywhere.
It is
Hair
quite
would be like concrete.
it is quite common to have gel as a kid, isn't it? It is quite weird. All right. Third question: pick something to spice up your outfit of a t-shirt and skinny jeans, because it's 2011 and we're all wearing t-shirts and skinny jeans. Oh, dude, which would you choose? A infinity scarf, a striped cardigan, a military jacket, a tribally hat, a chunky necklace, or just my high tops? I've never owned high
This is
tops.
That's what I was gonna tell you. Like, I never owned high tops.
Oh man.
So I would just say, it was a long time ago. It was probably just me discovering like how to dress up properly, and that was a terrible time. I would just dress up in the same color. I remember this one time I went out full on like yellow. It was t-shirt yellow, shorts were yellow, and I had yellow Crocs on.
Oh boy.
And my mom let me out like that. Like, who the fuck does that?
Yeah, why would you let your kid go out like that? Actually, I would let my kid go out like that. I think he has to experiment for himself, really get to know the
Exactly.
ropes.
So I would just say like probably the military jacket.
All
You
right,
know,
I'm gonna say the hat. So you're gonna answer the hat for me because honestly, Costa Rica is hot and there's no way I'm putting on a jacket. And as a kid, I was even like, I was uncomfortably hot the whole time. I grew up in a very hot location, so the hat would have helped me out, I find. Okay, next question. Grab your phone before you leave. Which phone did you have? An iPhone 4, a Motorola Joy, an Xperia Ericsson, a Nokia N9, BlackBerry Torch, or a Samsung Galaxy 3? I have two options because in 2011 I did have an iPhone 4, but then I got grounded and I bought myself in a Sony Ericsson Xperia Play. So these are two options that I have, and I'm assuming
yeah,
I'll just stick with the
I
iPhone
have
4.
yeah, I had two options too. I had the iPhone 4, and I remember the first phone I got, I saved some money and I bought the Nokia N9.
Oh, really?
Had it for like a month, and then one day I put it on my back pocket, and I went to the bathroom to like wash my hands. It wasn't even to like pee or anything. I just like turned around, and when I turned around, I saw a light coming from the toilet, and I just stood there like I just froze, and I saw like the phone just there, and I'm like, ah, no. I took it out, put it in rice. It didn't work. Completely like gone. So my parents gave me like one iPhone 4 they had, and they were gonna change phones soon. So
All right,
they gave
let's.
me that phone. So I would
So,
say I think
which
the
one?
iPhone 4 too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as well. All right, pick a movie to go see with your friends. What's how do you even say this first one? Contagadian, Friends with Benefits, Beastly, Moneyball, Thor, or Sucker Punch. Oh man, 2011. I remember liking Friends
Mm.
with Benefits. That's a good movie. Uh, but would I
That
like
is
it in 2011? There's no way. I probably would go with Thor.
That's the thing. I would probably go with Thor too. But remember, I think we've seen Contagion. Didn't we see that movie in like a class? I think it was
I
like literature or something.
I did see
Is
we
is
did see
that
this.
is Contagion about like that plant thing? Do you remember it was like plants like release this type of a thing that
Yes, isn't
controls
that
humans?
called the thing or like? No, we could
I don't
quickly
I don't know.
Google search this.
Yeah, I'll Google search Contagion movie
Yeah,
and check what it's about. So
I'm pretty sure it is, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't go by that name. It has another name, and it's by that one director that likes twist. What's his name? Man,
that his legs twist.
no, not his legs twist. The ones that
Oh,
he likes twists.
oh,
Like,
oh.
what's his name? Oh well, I it will come back to me when when it least matters. All right, I guess we're gonna
Yeah,
put
no,
Contageddon because it's the one we did watch when we were.
no, it's not that one.
It is
I think
not
I would go with Thor. No, it's about like a pandemic, but it's not about plants. It's
interesting.
not the one we're thinking of.
All right, we're gonna go with Thor then. Both of us are gonna go with Thor, right?
Yeah,
Awesome. Now, next question: which movie sequel trailer makes you and all your friends shout in excitement? Harry Potter: The Deathly Hallows Part 2, The Twilight Saga: Breaking Dawn Part 1, The Hangover Part 2, Transformers: Dark Side of the Moon, Kung Fu Panda, Pirates of the Caribbean, Stranger Tides. This is a hard question.
that is a hard question. I think for me, it would be Pirates of the Caribbean.
Really?
I love that movie. Yeah, I was between that. Like, I was not much of a Harry Potter fan
Neither was I.
back in 2011. It was just, and I got into it like later on,
I'm not gonna
but at
lie.
that age.
I've never been into Pirates of the Caribbeans, but I
Hmm,
was pretty hyped for Kung Fu Panda 2.
nice.
I remember seeing it in theaters, in fact. I did not see any of
Damn.
these other ones in theaters, except maybe Transformers Dark Side of the Moon, because it was quite a big movie when it came out. I remember it being.
Yeah, it was huge. I remember that too.
All right, pick a song to belt in the car with your friends on your way home. Oh, damn. Stereo Hearts by Gym Class Heroes, Rolling the Deep by Adele, Edge of Glory by Lady Gaga, Till the World Ends by Britney Spears, On the Floor by Jennifer Lopez featuring Bitful, and Effin' Perfect by Pink. Okay, these are all good choices, I find.
They are really good. I don't know why, but I
Oh
don't
my
know if
god.
it's you.
Are you also
Stereo
gonna.
Hearts reminds me of
Mhm.
Angel. Angel is this Korean friend we had in high school, but he used to play this song all the time, like throughout high school. It was not just,
Just not 2011, just all throughout
yeah,
high school?
all throughout high school. I remember like senior year, he would blast this song
I remember
throughout
that
the
too.
day.
I think
So I'm between that and Rolling in the Deep. You were gonna say?
I was gonna say On the Floor by Jennifer Lopez featuring Pitbull. I just
Damn.
remember it being a jam and I liking it at the time. Uh, but I haven't heard it since. But since we are doing 2011, I think that will be my option. So I think On the Floor
My
by Jennifer Lopez featuring Pitbull would be my answer.
Okay, my answer would be Rolling in the Deep by Adele.
Dude, I remember when this song came out and it was crazy. I remember the girls in our class were trying to hit those high notes and they clearly could not. It was tragic, but it was funny because we were all prepubescent. 2011's what? Well, we won't ruin our age till then, but we were definitely prepubescent. uh,
Ah,
okay, the next question: watch a series premiere from your DVR when you get home. Option one: Game of Thrones. Option two: Two Broke Girls. Option three: Shameless. Option four: New Girl. Option five: American Horror Story, and option six: Teen Wolf. Oh man,
I'm gonna be honest with you. I've never seen any of these.
I have only seen one of them, and it's New Girl, so that's obviously gonna have to be my option. I've also seen a little bit of Two Broke Girls when it like was on because it used to be on the same channel that Big Bang Theory was on, and a Two Men and a Half. I guess the Warner Brothers channel, whatever.
Exactly.
In but otherwise, I enjoy New Girl. It's quite, in fact, it's a quite pleasing show, I find.
I've seen
And
like one or two episodes of Two Broke Girls and American Horror Story. I've seen several episodes.
so we're gonna
So I
go
guess,
which one you've watched the most, I find.
okay, so yeah, I think American Horror Story because I've seen the most episodes.
How is American
And
Horror Story?
it's really good. I mean, it has like, I don't know, I saw like a few episodes. I don't remember which season. Every season is a different like storyline,
That's pretty
and it's
interesting.
really good. It's it's like kind of like thriller type of thing. Not really into like horror, but it's more of a thriller drama type of thing. Really interesting. They're quick to watch because every single season is different. So you get
True.
something new. It's not like those series that have like 6 seasons and they're the same thing all over again.
Yeah, what series does that that's new? I'm pretty sure I remember seeing a series that is somewhat new that does this, and I
Well,
remember applauding it for it, but I do not remember, maybe. Oh well. The
so you're
next,
gonna go with New Girl or Two
yeah,
Broke Girls?
I'm gonna go for a New Girl. I barely watch enough of Two Broke Girls. I've been watching a little bit of New Girl even till this day. All right.
Okay.
The next question: download an app to play with while you watch. Uh, the answers are Foursquare, Bump, Plants vs Zombies, Cut the Rope, Color Splash, Google Earth, and the answer for me is definitely Plants vs Zombies. That used to be my shit.
Classic game. I was gonna choose that one too.
Awesome. That was pretty fast. I wonder if this is a pretty big determining factor because I've never remember seeing Bump. What was Bump? I don't
Yeah,
remember it.
I was actually gonna look that up
It looks
because
somewhat cool. It looks like you bump phones with someone else and like you get to friend them, which would be cool. Oh my god, this next
that would be
question.
nice.
And watch a viral YouTube video before bed. Rebecca Black's Friday.
Oh, okay,
The Lonely Island,
like,
Jack Sparrow
okay.
featuring Michael Bolton. Talking Twin Babies. Nine Cat. Mom Hugs Baby Kittens. Ultimate Dog Tease.
I've
These are
seen all of them.
I've seen 4 out of the 6. I've not seen Cat Mom Hugs Baby Kittens and the Ultimate Dog Tease. The Ultimate Dog Tease looks kind of sad because it says bacon on the thumbnail and the dog looks really sad. So it looks like they're probably tempting the dog to some bacon. And
Exactly. I think
even
I
me
don't
as a
remember
human,
much.
I'm tempted by bacon.
Everyone is. Well, I love bacon.
Unless you cannot eat bacon because you cannot eat pork because it's against your religion and traditions. Tragic.
Or if you're a vegetarian or vegan,
True.
which in that case,
Which
well,
that was your
you choose
choice.
to.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm gonna go for the Lonely Island. I remember my friend at the time, Anthony, was really into the Lonely Island, and I remember also going through that phase. And even though Rebecca Black's Friday was what was popular, what I was into at the time was the Lonely Island at the time. So
I'm gonna go with Rebecca Black. So I think that's what I listen to the most. Okay,
are you ready to
I'm
get
just
your
gonna
age?
spoil it right now. It did not guess your age.
Oh no. I don't think it guessed your age either. No, I know for a fact it didn't get your age. So
Yeah,
it
no.
thinks you're 16 to 20 years old.
Yeah, you too. That's the same answer.
Dude, you lived to 2011 with a childlike wonder. Keep that with you. Um, it says,
Oh, we were children.
we were children and basically starting to be teenagers. I wonder what made us do that. Regardless, probably the Plants vs. Zombies was a pretty big indicator.
Probably.
Alrighty. Do
Okay.
you want to lead us
That
to the
was
next quiz?
yeah, of course.
Awesome.
The next quiz is gonna be judge 20 cookie flavors and we'll reveal your best and worst personality traits, which I think is pretty funny
Oh, and
because
just
why
so
would you choose
true.
what?
Sorry, I was just wanted to let just so we don't tease anyone listening to this, we should let people know how old we are. Now
Totally
that
forgot about that.
yes, I am 22 and 20 turning 23 on to this year 2021.
Yeah, I'm 21, turning 22 in like a month. So,
True. And
yeah.
if you're listening to this podcast, Maes has a lot to do with his birthday. Anyway, let's continue. All right, walk us through this, Daniel.
Okay. Well, here are the rules. It has a set of rules, apparently. It says you'll be presented with a cookie flavor and it's your job to rate from 0 to 10, 0 being the worst, 10 being the greatest. If you haven't had the cookie in question, then you just guess whether you think you'd like it or not. It's that simple, and somehow choosing cookies is gonna tell you like secrets about your personality. So
Uh,
let's just
which
start.
is rational. If anything, I find
Totally
it to
rational.
be quite important to my well-being. Anyway,
Exactly. So we start simple. It says chocolate chip cookie.
you can't beat a classic. I think this is
You
a
can't
10.
beat a classic. For me, it's like an 8. You know, they're really good.
8?
It's like a comfort food. You
Dude,
cannot go wrong with it.
honestly, I
But
think this is
there
a
are so
10.
many cookie flavors that are so much better.
I always get the basic chocolate chip cookie when I go to Subway because eh, I find it that other cookies could be too sweet or maybe just uh, they might not hit the spot like a simple chocolate chip cookie does. Do you know what I mean?
I get you. I don't know. It's just you're right with that, but still, it's just kind of weird.
That's okay though. I feel like maybe you like maybe one of these other cookies hit a better spot for you.
Exactly. And just so we're clear again, because definitely confused. You're doing mine and I'm doing yours
Yep.
again. Okay, so we'll just keep on doing this for the rest of the quizzes.
Awesome.
So, second one is snickerdoodles. I've had these.
These are a
Definitely have.
solid 5. Does
I was
that?
gonna say the same thing.
Yeah,
They're just there, you know?
they are just there. And there's nothing
Eating
wrong with
them
them.
doesn't change anything.
I feel
Exactly,
like
there's nothing wrong, but there's no wow factor there.
you know what though. I would really enjoy one of these with coffee or any of these other like biscuit sort of deals. I get general biscuit vibes from Snickerdoodles.
It is. If you like eat them alone, they're just like average. I think they can up their game if they're like for a tea or a coffee or whatever. If you have them like combined with that, I think it's pretty good.
For sure, I agree.
Now we have raisin cookies,
Okay,
oatmeal raisin.
this is a pretty solid 6 for me. I love oatmeal. I like raisins. You put them together, it's something I like to snack on. And
Mm.
honestly, if you don't like this and of watching a movie at the same time, I don't know how you could get help, but you need help.
Oh damn! You know these have grown on me. If you would ask me if I'd eat like an oatmeal raisin like 5 years ago, probably wouldn't. But these are really good, and I've like discovered their greatness throughout the years. So for me, it would be like a 7, I think.
I agree with you. I would not have put it this. I would have put it much lower. In fact, I would have disliked them. I say my 6 will probably go into a 7. The more I think about it, the more I want them. The more like I can never have enough of these. Like I could never. Like I could have enough like of some cookies, but these cookies here I can never have enough of. I'm also at a 7.
Interesting. So 7 too.
Yeah, as well. I
Okay.
concur with your evaluation.
Now ginger snaps. I've had them. They're just plain boring, if you ask me. I'm gonna be honest.
I'm not a big fan of ginger, so I'm gonna. I am actually not even a fan. I hate ginger. I think ginger could add on to things, but if it's the whole like taste of it,
Mhm.
I don't know though because I like gingerbread like stuff. Gingerbread stuff is good, but this I'm not sure if this is getting the same vibe. I've never had this, so I'm assuming by the look of it, it does not taste like gingerbread. Does it?
I don't know. Like it's. I don't know how to describe it. It is similar to it, but yeah, it's like similar to it, but not the same. It's like it has that gingery type of feel,
Or
not the spiciness. Like of ginger, but it's there. It's more like a gingerbread cookie.
All right. In that
For
case,
me,
I'll probably rate it 3
oh, you read my mind. I was gonna say it's 3 for me too.
as well. Nice. Nice stuff.
Yeah.
Awesome.
White chocolate macadamia nut cookies.
Okay.
Just gonna say it. This is a solid 10 for me. It
Really?
hits all the right spots. Yeah, you got
Okay.
like, okay,
So this is what you get
not
when
a
you go to
fan.
Subway.
Exactly. This is what I get when I go to Subway. This is my go-to.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know, like, I don't usually like white chocolate, but in small quantities, it's just perfect. And then hit that like crispiness factor
Do you want to repeat
that I
yourself? You kind
like.
of cut off.
It's just crunchy in the right. My audio?
Yeah.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. So it just hits the right spot. It is crunchy. It is soft too. It's just perfect.
You see, I've never had any of these warm. I've only had them when they're like at the Subway thing. And there, they're about a solid 7. I just find them to be very, they are very sweet. They taste good, but cold white chocolate, I am not a fan of. I'm not a fan of cold white chocolate, and that's fine. I find that's fine, but it's just a matter of like I'm not a big fan of it.
I see. So
Oh
for
boy,
you, it's a solid 7 or 8. What did you
7,
say?
7. I'll leave it at
7.
7.
Oh, you can, I just realized this. You can put like 7.5.
I did, yeah, put it at
Okay.
7.5 actually.
7.5. Okay. Now, sugar cookies with frosting and sprinkles too. I don't know how to tell you this. Like, I love sugar cookies,
Yeah,
but and frosting too. Frosting is pretty good. I hate sprinkles though. Like they just taste like food dye, and I hate that. I guess I'll go with an 8 because I love the sugar cookie by itself, and I know it's like a super childish cookie. It has better, like,
this
there's a lot
cookie
of
gives me grandma vibes.
major grandma
It's
vibes.
sugar
Yeah.
cookies with frosted and sprinkles. It's literally those cookies that your grandma gets to you in those bags, and you eat a few, but the most of them are kind of crumpled in like chunks in the bottom part of the bag, and I like them enough to give them like a 6.5. So what did you give them?
Mine is a solid 8.
8.
Like, yeah,
I mean, I'll have them, but I won't have too many. Okay,
exactly.
this next one
And
though is
oh,
impressive.
I love these. It's peanut butter cookies. 10. I'm just
10.
gonna say it. It's a 10.
Really?
I mean, yeah, I
Okay,
love peanut butter. I love peanut butter cookies. They're too sweet. Some actually 9.5.
9 point.
They're too sweet, and sometimes I cannot eat too many. But whenever I have one good peanut butter cookie, it's enough.
Mine is conditional because it requires me to have a glass of milk next to me. Otherwise, I cannot enjoy this cookie.
That
But
is true.
if that condition is required, this is a solid 8. This is a solid 8 of a cookie, and I will have it maybe 4 of them if they were about Subway cookie size in one sitting,
Mm,
which is quite a lot, granted, if you're having
yeah,
cookies. So I do enjoy this one quite a lot.
it's
Oh
a really
boy,
good one.
I am not a fan of
Ooh.
this next one. I'm pretty sure you will
Coconut
be,
macaroons.
but I am
Yeah.
not a big fan of the coconut flavor. I mean, I will have a coconut and the white of the coconut. I love that. But as soon as you start putting
Mm.
coconut and other flavors, I am not a big fan of that.
See, I'm I'm looking at the one that is like next, and I'm thinking the same thing. But let's stay with this one. I like the coconut flavor.
Hmm.
I don't know. There's something about. I think these cookies remind me of the beach. I've never had them on the beach, but it's just like tropical flavor that takes me to the beach.
I guess the coconut really speaks to you.
It's the coconut, yeah, but it's just a 5 for me.
Five.
Yeah.
All right. For me,
What
this is a
was your
two.
rating?
This is a two.
2.
This actually, it's a one. In fact, you know what? It's a zero. Fuck these. I'm not having
Well,
them. I'm not having them. That's just simple. All right.
okay.
These next
So
question. You said that you don't like these. It looks like.
yeah, double chocolate cookies. I know people are gonna hate me for this, but I love chocolate by itself. It's just I love it. Chocolate flavored things on the other side, not that great. I don't like chocolate cookies. I don't like chocolate cake, chocolate ice cream. It's not for me. I
Really?
prefer vanilla and unflavored stuff. Yeah, vanilla or like strawberry,
Uh,
but chocolate flavored things, not really my thing. This is a solid 1 for me.
a solid one. Oof.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of chocolate, and not in this quantity though. This a double chocolate cookie for me is a no go. It's a no go. I would give it a five. It's just not very enjoyable. But I do have to say I have to defend chocolate ice cream. Chocolate ice cream is amazing, and I could tell you it's amazing because if you ever have a milkshake, you always want to go for the chocolate milkshake, guaranteed. I understand that it's mixing it with milk, and like that's kind of what makes it good, but also the flavor of the chocolate ice cream is like it's a chocolate that you cannot achieve anywhere else. Does that make
In
sense?
a milkshake, I agree with you. It is a really good flavor.
Y-
But like, that type of I'm imagining the scenario where I grab like a whole container of ice cream and just eat it by myself watching a movie.
Classic scenario, by the way.
I wouldn't do that with a chocolate ice cream. Vanilla
Really?
ice cream wouldn't even notice I'm eating the whole thing.
True.
Like I can eat the whole thing without noticing. But with chocolate, I'll eat a few scoops and that's it.
You know what? I concur with that. Chocolate is a lot heavier though than vanilla, so granted, it is a effect that all chocolate generally has, I feel. This next cookie, though, I hate. Before we even say
Mm,
it, I hate red velvet cookies. I hate them.
no.
Canada does them all the time because Canada's color is red and white, and I fucking hate them. I hate them. I hate them. I
Oh my
said it.
god. So it's a 0?
It's a
Full on?
0.
Ooh, that's that's a 10 for me. Easy 10.
10.
I
Oh,
love I love everything about red velvet, and
I
I'm kind of
remember.
contradicting myself because red velvet is still chocolate flavored. It's just colored in a different way.
Is it? I can't
Yeah,
I can't
I
taste it.
think it is.
Is red
So
velvet chocolate? Is red velvet chocolate? Am I just going in here the wrong way? Is my mental? It's like is the fact that they're red messing me up?
I think it is chocolate. It is chocolate layered cake with
Mm,
uh with icing that is, yeah, it is chocolate flavored. It's just dyed red or like red brownish.
hmm.
But yeah, that's the whole thing. I don't know. I really like red velvet. I think it's not too much chocolate, or I don't feel the chocolate because it's like what you said. The color just changes like your perspective on flavor.
I guess
But I
I'll
like
have to
them. It's
try these again and see if I could taste the chocolate.
mm,
All right.
that sounds good. Sounds good.
Now let's continue, I guess, because if not, I'll keep losing my mind over how much I don't understand red velvet.
Okay,
And
s'mores cookies. I don't know. I'm looking at this, and I don't know if it's like they try to make like a s'more. Uh, I don't know a s'more cookie or the actual s'more is what they're asking. You know, like graham crackers, chocolate, and or if it's this mix that they put everything together into like cookie dough and just did that.
I'm gonna answer this question because I know it, and it is that they put all the things in cookie dough and they bake it because they have these at Subway now, and gotta be honest, not a big fan. This is a solid two for me. It's just a matter of you can't really beat s'mores, and the fact that they're sitting around makes them worse. I find cookies, even when cold, have to be delicious. And if they're not cold, delicious. If they're not delicious when cold as well, they're not really down my alley. Because I like to save cookies for later, and I find that that is a valuable thing for cookies to have. Oreos will
Yeah.
taste good 1 month in and 2 months in, and that's what makes them a good cookie to have around. So, what cookie will you? What will you be rating this cookie now that you know that it is? Uh,
Uh, I think it's a 3 for me.
it's a three. It's a three.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Now we're doing shortbread cookies.
Yeah. Oh boy, these are
Oh,
quite annoying. I find as
wait. I'll get out of the camera for a bit. I have
sounds
to do something real quick.
sounds good. Very interesting. Hello. Um, I'm here alone, but in fact, I'll get this started. I'll get us started. You are into shortbread cookies. Are you into shortbread cookies? I say I am. I'm definitely into these cookies. I just
I'm
find
back.
these awesome. I find these
Okay.
cookies to be quite good. I've already started without you. You left,
Okay.
so I was going in here and going in philosophically, I guess. They're quite good. I have these in my memory, me going to my grandma's place and having coffee and maybe some breadsticks and maybe some natija and these cookies.
Mm.
And that used to be my everything.
They are really good. I personally love them.
Mm,
They're they're too sweet in a way,
really.
but like yeah, they're too sweet, but I don't really mind. They're a classic. I think it's a 9
A nine for
in
you.
my opinion.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
For me, it's an 8. 8.5, I'll give it.
Okay.
Oh, oh, these next cookies. I rarely have them, but they're so good. They're so
Oh
good
my
when I
god,
have
they're
them.
amazing.
These next
I love
cookies.
them.
Do you want to introduce these next cookies?
Yeah. Jam cookies. You know, like those cookies with a little bit of jam in the middle. Oh, so good. Easy 10. I know I've been like giving 10s to most of these.
I'm gonna have
I
to give
think
it a 7 because I've said my own rules. I want them to last, and these only last if you put them in the fridge, and that just takes up space. I understand I love the taste, but 7 is gonna be the nice thing. You were saying, sorry.
it's just, I love them.
You
I
love
think
'em.
they're really good. I could have them anytime. That jam in the middle gives it an amazing taste and it changes things up. It's different.
For sure.
But yeah,
Oh my god, mint chocolate cookies. I
that's
have a love slash hate relationship with these cookies. If that's like, I always want to go in full chocolate. Like, if you don't tell me it's mint and chocolate, I'll hate it. But if you tell me that it is mint chocolate, I'll love it. It kind of depends on how I'm going into this cookie that really makes me change my attitude over it.
I like these. I
Mm-hmm.
think that's where chocolate can really go well with a cookie. If it's covering a cookie, really
Okay.
good. These are, I think it's a 5, you know.
A five.
I Yeah, I could have these, but just like the picture shows, it's more of a Christmas thing. If
Mm-hmm.
there's
If you have these in June, you'll just like, I hate myself.
exactly, it's basically that. Like if I'm just eating this in like any month that is not December, it's just like, they're not
True.
really good.
Yeah.
But Christmas comes and it's 10 out of 10.
Yeah. So for you, it's a five. But if we were taking this quiz during December, you would have uh, you would have said 10.
Exactly.
Awesome. I'll rate these. I'll rate these a six. These are enjoyable. Awesome.
Okay. Now, snowball cookies.
I've
I'll
never
have
had
to
these.
look these up. Yeah.
These look okay. These look like they're gonna be a solid two. I'm not a big fan of the powder. That powder they use everywhere in Costa Rica for like
Mm,
reposteria. You were
yeah,
saying?
like powdered sugar.
Yeah, powdered sugar is just like
Okay, so
way overused.
I'm looking for the recipe so I can see what they have.
All right,
So
that's smart.
basically, yeah. Okay. It's traditional in Italian families. It's like a butter from what I'm reading, it's like a butter and nut type of cookie.
I mean,
It's like a butter
that sounds
cookie,
somewhat
like a
enjoyable.
sugar cookie, but with nuts and
I like
covered with powdered sugar.
I like nuts. I felt like nuts are a pretty nice snack to have.
They're really good.
I usually have trail mix next to my desk so I could snack on. It's very high in protein. And
That
of
is
course,
really
since
good.
I'm pumping iron every day, that is a joke if you didn't get it. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna rate these a six, if anything. What will you be rating them?
Uh, I'll give them a 6 too. I think, I don't know, from the picture, they look really tiny, and I think snack wise, these are amazing.
Probably true, because I like small cookies. But yeah. Alright, these next ones are gonna be kind of hard to judge because these are very fun cookies.
Fortune cookies. They're really good.
I think they taste fine, but I find that the
Yeah.
added element of having uh,
The
uh
surprise
the
inside.
surprise note inside makes it a 10. So it's
I
just,
was gonna tell you, if we're talking about flavor, it's like a 2.
oh really?
They taste like nothing. Yeah. The message inside, it would be like a 7 for me. You know, I enjoy these. They're kind of fun, but it's not like a 10 is a cookie I would eat like repeatedly, like snack on it or
I
watch a movie or
I
have them constantly.
I find the cool way they're formed to be part of the treat, and the fact that I don't have them very often is also part of the treat. So, a 7 for taste and looks and feel, and a 10 if there's a note inside. And do you want to be rating it with a note inside or without the note inside?
With the note inside, it's a 7 for me.
7 for you. Awesome. I'll put 7.
Yeah. And you said it was
A 10.
10 for the message.
Yeah,
Damn.
10 for the message. I don't give a crap. All right. Oh,
Black and white cookies.
I'm assuming this is a combination of black and white chocolate, which is something we've talked about before in this list.
Exactly.
Oh boy. So, can I guess what you're going to say about these? I'm going to say that you're going to like them. I'm going to say that this is going to be a 7 for you because in these cookies, I find that the combination of black and white and the fact that it's very very like thin bread complements it uh, complements it quite a lot.
Well, for me, in this case, is a 6, honestly. Or even,
Really?
no, 5. I'm just keep it at 5.
These
I
look
don't know.
delicious to me.
They look delicious. Not really like if you gave me these and other cookies, any other cookies, I would probably choose the other cookies.
These look good to me specifically because the chocolate is dripping out of the top. And
Yeah.
visual chocolate dripping is always an appetizer for me. My mouth is watering as we speak. These are gonna be a 7 for me. I guess I was just projecting what you would like, but for you it's just a 5, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now we move on into the cheating section. I don't consider this a full-on cookie. It's a brookie, half brownie, half cookie.
Okay, I hate brownies. Am I the only one that hates brownies? I hate breaded things.
That's the thing. Like brownies are a difficult thing for me because I have specific needs that need to be met with brownies. They have to be crispy, like crispy exterior
Hmm.
or crunchy exterior. Not uh it has to be really, really fudgy on the inside. If it's all fudgy, all
All fudgy,
crunchy,
no crisp.
no crisp, it's both extremes, like either really crisp or real fudgy. I don't really like, but the mix. And I've never had these, but judging by the picture, these look really fudgy. Definitely a 2 for me.
2. I'm gonna give these guys a 3. I'll eat them, like if my grandma offers them to me, but otherwise I ain't reaching for them. Maybe if I'll reach for them if we're in like in a business scenario and they're like offer them to me, I'll be like, you know, give myself a little bit of sugar so I could socialize. But other than that, I'm pretty much a no go. Okay,
So, garbage cookies.
what the heck is a garbage cookie? What it?
Judging by the picture, it's just everything you have. It has like chocolate chip. I think that's a white chocolate chip. It
It
even has Lay's.
it
Like I
looks like,
see some like
yeah. I also see
chips.
pretzels in there, so it looks like
Uh-huh.
just things you have laying around. This
It's
seems
like an everything bagel.
like a great idea. This is down my
Great
alley.
idea.
Yeah, this is down my alley. What can I say? Having cookies with different surprise flavors feels like a mystery pack of deliciousness, and I'm down. This is a 8.5 for me.
Oh damn, 8.5. I think I would give it a like a 7.5.
7.5.
Something I would definitely eat, but I think it's more like everything else than a cookie. Because you just grab a little bit of cookie dough and mix it with a bunch of other like add-ons.
Ingredients that you have laying around.
Yeah, like Lay's, pretzels, or whatever you have
But
around.
that is my stuff. The fact that you could just make cookies out of nothing is pretty fantastic to me.
Exactly. Then we get to the final one.
Oh, the final
It's
one.
M&M's. M&M
Oof.
cookies.
I'm a big fan. They're basically like normal uh, cookies. I'm gonna rate these at 8.5, but maybe an 8, just an 8 for me.
An 8.
What
These
about you?
are like a 4
A
for
4
me.
for you?
They're good. I would eat them. That's it. I have no other comments. They're just like a normal cookie.
Sounds good. So I'm gonna press I'm done, and we're gonna see what you get. You're honest but critical. It says it's what you got. You have absolutely no problem telling people the cold hard truth. You see no points in beating around the bush because life is way too short for that. And although people value your honesty, it sometimes come off too harshly, but often causes conflict in your life. But choosy with you, choose to critique because nothing because not everything needs to be looked at through magnifying glass is what it says. What does it say for me?
Beautiful. It says you're loyal but argumentative. It says there's no doubt about it. You are the friend that everyone deserves. You are the ride or die and don't just dump people in your life because you're bored. you often have your friends' best interest in mind, but when they do things you personally don't support or tend to bicker a bit about it, uh, you start a fight. Choose your battles wisely and redefine how tough love comes across. Basically, you're that good friend that if somebody does something really bad, you're just gonna be like, fuck
Yeah.
you, or F you, or sorry, I don't know if we can say something.
Yeah, we could say
I'm
whatever you want. It is our podcast.
just gonna say F for the rest. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Uh,
So, and I'm gonna start taking charge for my part of the quiz, and the last bit where you will be taking us on your quiz, which is gonna be quite fun.
exactly.
Today's sponsor is ourselves, amazing sponsor, a couple of Maes. You should be watching them on YouTube, on Spotify, on Twitch. Uh, yes,
Yeah, just thank you for supporting us. This is our first episode.
it's
If
quite.
you want us to advertise, write us down. We have an email. It's a coupleofmice@gmail.com. Hit us up. Thank you.
Awesome.
So
All
we can
right.
continue now.
So the first quiz. Okay, so we know it's probably been a hot minute since you've burst out in song and dance to a Disney hit. Try your best to match the lyric with a Disney film featured in. We must warn you, it gets tricky, so good luck. All right, so this is me and you working together on like that's what it's going to be working at. Like that's what we're going to be doing. All right.
Basically.
If this
Okay.
were the monarchy is headed, count me out. This is definitely the Lion King, hands down. It has to be. I'm pretty sure it
Has to
was
be.
I Can't Wait to Be King, where the toucan is talking to Simba, and he's like, "If this is where the monarchy's headed, count me out."
Exactly. I think the same thing. And oh, we're correct. It
Hey, we
is.
were correct. All right. Yes, sir.
Okay.
We pride ourselves on service. You're the boss.
Beauty and the Beast.
You think so?
Definitely.
Oh fuck! I was
Yeah.
gonna say Aladdin, but yeah, I think Feeding the Beast makes sense.
Yeah. It's Be Our
Oh,
Guest.
oh no! I was right. It was Aladdin.
Oh
Ah,
damn. I would have thought it was just
yeah,
Be
cause
Our Guest.
I remember him
It had
introducing himself, and I thought it was like you're the boss and whatever, cause in Beauty and the Beast, she's kind of like a slave there, like she's held captive. All right, I may not have a dime, but I got street savior fare. Uh, oh my
uh
god, I've never heard this before, but I'm getting
no.
Tangled vibes because Zootopia, people there have money. Like the main character there had money. She's a cop. Oliver and
Exactly.
Company. I've never heard that in my life. What is Oliver and Company?
I'll look it up because I have no idea. Um, Oliver and Company. It's a movie about like a dog and a cat and this girl.
Oh,
Never heard of it. Never seen it.
all right.
Came out in 1988.
Do you want to go for Tangled?
I'll go for Tangled.
Awesome.
Probably not the correct option. Oh,
Oh,
I mean, never seen the movie,
we've
so
never
I
seen the
guess
movie, so it's valid that we've got this wrong. All right.
exactly.
The bees are buzzing in the tree to make some honey just for me. This
If
is
this wasn't Disney, I
if
would definitely say B movie.
I was gonna say the Jungle Book. I think the bees are
Bees are
buzzing
buzzing.
in the tree,
I
making
think
some
it's
honey
the
just for me.
many adventures of Winnie the Pooh.
Oh
This
really? All right. We're
the
gonna.
honey part.
I'm gonna say the Jungle Book. Ready? I'm gonna click it. Hey, the Jungle Book.
It's the Jungle Book. Oh
Yeah.
damn,
I
you're really
thought.
good at this.
Yeah, I did watch a lot of Disney movies growing up. It was like on repeat on my TV the whole time. Uh, but with the square in the act, you can set music back. I've never watched Soul. I've never
Really good.
watched The Lady and the Tramp, and I've never watched Aristocats. So you're gonna have to choose here for us.
Okay.
With the square, but with a square
I
in the
feel
act, you could set music back.
I don't think this is Soul, if you ask me. I think this is the Aristocats.
All right, let's see. Oh, nice. You're right. Dude, I have seen this movie. I just haven't seen. Now looking at this gift that they presented us, I think I've seen this movie. A robin feathering his nest has very little time to rest. A robin feathering his nest has very little time to rest. Alright, this sounds like not from Up. I don't remember them doing any sort of musical a sort of endeavor in Up. I'm gonna say that this gives me very solid Mary Poppin vibes. Do you agree?
I was gonna say the same thing. This feels like really a Mary Poppins thing.
Hey, nice. Alright, sweet and undefeated, an awesome 10 for 10. The options are Tangled, Hercules, and Tarzan, and this is obviously Hercules.
Exactly.
Like, is that even? Yeah, Zero to Hero is one of my favorite music and like, oh, it's so good. It's so good. Hey, this is the golden era of Disney animation, and it shows. Look at this. It's just amazing.
It is. It is really good. It is the best.
All
I
right.
love Hercules. It's such a good movie.
Some other folks might be a bit smarter than I am. So, is this from Toy Story 1, Toy Story 2, or Toy Story 3? This is hard. Some folks might be a little bit smarter than I am.
I
All right,
think it's the first movie,
interesting. So, who do you
but
think
I
is singing this in the first movie? Because, okay, think about the villains in these Toy Story movies. The first one, it was that kid. The second one, it was the guy that was like trying to make sure that Woody was part of the collector team, like collecting.
Mhm.
And the third one was Lotso
But
or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
And
So I don't think anyone is saying this when like I don't remember any musical bits in Toy Story. I just think this is part of like You Got a Friend in Me,
oh, dang,
but I've
that's a good
never
point.
heard this part.
I was gonna say just
Either
because of
way,
the villain, I'm gonna say Toy Story 2. But
Toy Story 2.
which is your guess? You said
My
Toy
guess
Story
would be
1,
Toy
right?
Story 1.
All right,
Yeah.
we're gonna hit it with Toy Story 1. The answer is right. It's part of you've got a friend in me in Toy Story. Dang, you're right. Nice.
Yeah.
I will protect you all. I will protect you from all around you. Is this from Pinocchio, Little Stitch, or Tarzan?
This is hard. This is hard because I don't know if it's like
Like,
Lilo and Stitch
I'm gonna
or
say
Tarzan.
Tarzan because this is giving me some serious Tarzan vibes. Like, oh man, like it just does.
Exactly. Um, I don't know. I think I'll have to go with Tarzan too.
Hey, yes. You'll be in my heart. I have this in my playlist. I know this. I know this song. It's quite good. I should have known this from You'll Be in My Heart, but I did recognize what part of the movie this was on. Alright. Like a bolt out of the blue, fate steps in and sees through. The answers are Fantasia, Pinocchio, and Cinderella. Like a bolt out of the blue, fate steps in and sees you through. This could be Cinderella because like that did happen in Cinderella, and it sounds like the Biggity Body Be Boo, whatever his song, like that kind of rhymes with that.
Exactly.
What do you think? Yeah.
I think I'd go with that. I can't imagine any other movie
Well,
and like the options we have.
we're wrong. It's When You Wish Upon a Star from Pinocchio. We were pretty
No way.
tragically bad. All right. Uh,
Damn.
Little one, when you play Don't Mind What They Say, is this from Tarzan 2, The Recruiters, or Dumbo? Oh my god.
Ever seen the second option?
I've never seen the second option either.
Uh, Little one. I don't remember. Is there a part in Dumbo where he's like small? Because
Yeah,
Tarzan 2, I
most
would
of
have guessed
Dumbo.
Tarzan 1. But like, well, yeah, he is like small, but
In Tarzan
like
2,
a
he's
baby.
back to being a kid.
Uh huh. Oh,
So,
okay.
Tarzan 2, he's a
Yeah.
kid, and Dumbo, he's a kid. The rescuers, we could just get out of here, so we're gonna have to make a guess here. What are you gonna say?
I
Play
don't know. I'll
Dumbo.
let you choose this one.
This is gonna give me Dumbo vibes. Hey,
Dumbo
Dumbo,
vibes.
baby mine from Dumbo. I who keep you, teach you, feed you, dress you. Is this from the Hunkleback of Notre Dame, Tangled, the Hunchback of Notre Dame, sorry, Tangled, Treasure Planet?
Hunchback.
Is it?
Gives me really Hunchback
Hey,
vibes.
you're right. It's from Out There from the Hunchback of Notre Dame. We got 12, 9 out of 12. It's pretty good. That's a pass. 64%.
That's okay. Damn. That was really hard, honestly.
It was quite hard. We didn't get Pinocchio's. We honestly, the other one that I was sure of, but I went with you, kind of messed me up. But it's all good. We learned together,
Yeah.
and honestly, we 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 become better people. Now for the final quiz, Daniel's
Now,
gonna put us through a pretty fun quiz. I find.
well, I'm gonna try not to do any spoilers, and I hope this doesn't like spoil anything. But it's eat a bunch of food and will reveal which WandaVision character you are on the inside.
I'm pretty sure
So,
it should not, because we're just gonna be talking about food here, and let's hope that it doesn't mess up with our viewers' enjoyment of the show. But regardless, we're gonna do this anyway. So,
exactly. So first, you gotta pick a breakfast. You got pancakes, waffles, cereal, and oatmeal.
oh,
My, my
I'm a
choice is waffles.
okay. So I'm doing you, I guess.
Yeah,
All right, I'll choose cereal. Cereal is quite nice.
I'll do cereal. Okay.
All right, pick a popular food. You sorry, you go ahead.
Yeah. So don't worry. Pizza, pasta, burger, or tacos.
I'm a
I
big
like all four.
sucker for all of these. But
Yeah, that's the thing.
if you could only eat one of these for the rest of your life, which one would you choose?
That's the hardest thing. Cause hear me out. We got like a food you can always change. It's not like I don't know mac and cheese where you just there's certain limitations of what you can do.
Hmm. But with
But
tacos, it's
with
kind of open.
exactly, tacos are open. Burgers, you can always change like
Ingredients.
ingredients. Pasta, you can change sauce and like if you add meats or anything. With pizza too,
Yeah, these are all really solid options. I find that maybe if I had to pick one, it'd probably be
my
pizza.
yeah, mine would be pasta.
Pasta. Awesome.
So pick something else. And it gives you chicken tenders, sandwich, enchiladas, or rice.
Chicken tenders. Chicken tenders, baby. I'm a big
Yeah,
fan.
I'm going with the enchiladas.
Oh, yeah? Awesome. All right.
Yeah. Pick a snack: crackers, popcorn, granola bars, or yogurt.
Yogurt, bro. Yogurt. What about you?
I have the biggest question: who eats crackers as a snack? I
Um,
don't know why I'm thinking of watching a movie, and I think granola bars and yogurt is something reasonable to watch movies with.
I agree.
But popcorn is. I'll go with popcorn.
Awesome. All right. And finally, pick a
And finally,
dessert. Oof. You want to introduce them? Since we did talk about one for the whole, like a whole quarter of the podcast.
Exactly. We got cookies, we got cheesecake, we got cake, and we got brownies.
I'm choosing cheesecake. Even though we talked about cookies, I'm a big fan of cookies, but I rarely eat cheesecake. And right now, I'm feeling myself some cheesecake.
I was gonna say the same thing. It's always cookies, cake, or brownies, but I love, and I absolutely love cheesecake. It is one of
All
my
right.
favorite desserts.
It has given you a character, and the character
Yeah.
that it has given you is Vision. You're just like Vision. You're wise beyond your years, and your friends often looked for you for guidance. You would drop anything to help people, and the people you love. You have a good heart and good head on your shoulders.
Well, for you, it says you're Jimmy Woo.
Woo! Yeah, let's go. That's what I wanted
You're
to be.
just like Agent Jimmy Woo. You work hard, but you also know what's important to make time for a little fun. You always get people laughing. You're a team player and you're a friend to all.
Today, I recently searched up how to do that Jimmy Woo card trick, and I
What
have
was
yet
the card
to
trick?
learn. It's when he does the beginning where he introduces himself. He pulls out the card from behind his hand, so it's like Jimmy Woo. You know what I mean? It's like one of those introduction Jimmy Woo
Ooh,
classic things. It's quite
I'll have to
interesting.
look that up.
It's literally in his first scene of the show. Uh, he does a card trick, sleight of hand, and it's quite cool. I find.
It's nice.
But yeah, that was a fun quiz. I got Jimmy Woo,
That
which is
was.
basically who I want to be. And
Mm.
honestly, I'm pretty happy. I know Jimmy Woo memes are crazy. And yeah, we're back to the 2x2 layout, Daniel, a 2x1 layout, as you can see. Eh,
Well,
it's quite clean.
pretty nice. Pretty nice, pretty nice. I don't know if you can hear, there's like banging outside my window. I don't know if you've
I have been
like.
able to consistently hear that, but it's okay because your voice has overpowered that when
Oh,
you are talking.
dang.
Otherwise, when you're not talking, you cannot hear it.
Perfectly. That is a relief, honestly,
Uh,
because there's like
construction,
construction, yeah, going on. But for the other episodes, it's all going to be controlled. Either
awesome.
way, as you said, if I don't talk, you can't hear it. So that's a great thing.
Yeah, for sure. Not exactly because you are the other co-host of this, but other than that, it was pretty good.
It was pretty good. I think. Can't wait for the next episode.
I am pretty excited. Yeah, and with that, we end the first episode of A Couple of Maes. Is there anything you want to say before we log out? Maybe you've learned something about yourself. You
Well,
are a vision that is
I am.
a likes to say facts. We've established that, so it looks like you are a little bit of a vision. Uh, what else? What did the cookies
Um,
reveal about you again? It was the
I
facts
can't
thing.
remember. It was the downside to it. And I remember you were or Jimmy Woo,
Yeah,
and then you were loyal. But I don't remember the other part. I don't remember the negative stuff.
I
But
do not
yeah,
remember it either. But we are getting better at analyzing um, Disney lyrics, which is fantastic.
yeah. I think I'm gonna go watch a movie after this. Probably
Awesome. Pinocchio,
look something up. Pinocchio. Maybe learn the whole lyrics next time
just
we
in
do an
case.
episode. I'm gonna
Sounds
start singing.
anyway. All right. Thank you guys for
Anyway.
watching. We'll see you on episode 2.